In the quiet stillness of the night as the world sleeps, I find myself caught in a web of emotions, tangled in the threads of a love that once felt pure and endless. The woman I once adored, the one who held my heart in her hands, now stands before me, her eyes filled with fury, and I can feel the weight of her anger pressing down on me, suffocating me with its intensity. I look upon her, and in her eyes I see not just the woman I married, but the storm of pain, betrayal, and sorrow that now defines our relationship. How did we get here? How did the love we once shared turn into this, into a battlefield of emotions where nothing feels certain anymore? She was the fire of my past, the passion that burned so brightly between us. And yet, here we are, on opposite sides, each of us holding a piece of a love that has shattered into 1,000 fragments. The woman who once trusted me, who once believed in us, now looks at me with eyes full of doubt and anger, and I realize for the first time how much I have lost. I am caught between two worlds, between the woman who is my past and the one who has become my present. My heart, once so sure, is now divided, torn in two by the weight of choices I have made, by the actions I have taken that have led me to this moment. In my mind, I can hear the whispers of fate, telling me that everything happens for a reason, that love is not a simple thing, but a force of nature, something that we cannot control. And yet, in the depths of my soul, I know that I am the one who has chosen this path. I am the one who has allowed my heart to be led astray, and now I must face the consequences of those choices. My wife, the woman I promised to love and cherish for the rest of my days, now stands before me, her anger a force I cannot deny. Her heartbreak is palpable, a living, breathing thing that fills the space between us, separating us like a vast ocean. I want to reach out to her, to hold her, to tell her that I never wanted to hurt her, that I never meant for things to get this way. But the words die in my throat, and I am left speechless, lost in the weight of my own guilt. How do I explain to her the pull I feel toward the other woman, the one who has awakened something in me that I thought was long forgotten? How do I explain the connection, the magic, the undeniable chemistry that has sparked between us? She is not just a temptation. She is a force of nature, a reminder of the person I once was, a person who was free to love without boundaries, without guilt. And yet, as I stand before my wife, I am forced to confront the reality of what I have done. I have betrayed her trust, shattered the foundation of our love, and in doing so, I have created a chasm between us that may never be bridged. I am not the man I once was. I am not the man who promised to stand by her side through thick and thin, to be her rock, her support, her lover. I have become someone else, someone who is torn between two women, two worlds, two versions of love, and in this moment, I realize that I have lost myself in the process. I have allowed my heart to be led astray, and now I must face the consequences of those choices. The other woman, the one who has captured my heart in a way that I never thought possible, stands before me, offering me a new world, a world full of possibilities and promises. She is a temptation, a dream, a fantasy that has become real. She offers me escape, freedom, a chance to live without the weight of responsibility, without the chains of guilt that bind me. But I know deep down that she is not the answer. She is not the woman who has been there for me through the darkest days, the one who has loved me unconditionally, who has stood by my side through thick and thin. She is not the one who has given me everything, who has sacrificed so much for me. And yet, I am drawn to her, pulled by a force I cannot explain, a force that makes me question everything I thought I knew about love. I stand at a crossroads, torn between the love of my past and the pull of my future. My wife, the woman who has stood by me through everything, now stands before me, her eyes filled with sadness and anger, her heart broken by my betrayal. The other woman, the one who has awakened something in me that I cannot ignore, stands just behind her, waiting, watching, hoping that I will choose her. And I am left, paralyzed by indecision, caught in a web of my own making, unable to choose, unable to move forward. What is love? Is it a choice? Or is it something that is chosen for us? Can we control who we love? Or is love simply the whim of fate, a force that sweeps us up and carries us away without regard for the consequences? I have always believed that love is a choice, that we can choose who we love, that we have the power to control our hearts. But now, as I stand at the edge of this precipice, I wonder if that is true. Is love truly a choice, or is it simply something that happens to us, something that we cannot control? As the night deepens and the stars burn cold in the sky, I am left alone with my thoughts, my guilt, my desires. I can hear the song of the universe, a melody of love, loss, and fate. And I wonder if this is all just part of some grand design. A design that I cannot understand. A design that will play out regardless of my actions. Perhaps it is not my decision to make. Perhaps I am simply a pawn in a game that is too ancient for me to comprehend, a game where the rules are written by forces greater than myself. And yet as the dawn breaks, I find myself standing on the precipice of destiny, unsure of which path to take, unsure of which woman to choose. The whispers of the future beckon to me, but I cannot hear them clearly, cannot see the path that lies ahead. Will I choose the new woman, the temptress who offers me freedom and escape? Or will I return to my wife, the woman who has been my rock, my anchor, my home? Only time will tell, and as I stand there, waiting for the winds of destiny to blow once more, I realize that perhaps the only true path is the one that leads me back to the love I once knew, to the woman who has always been there for me, to the heart that once trusted me with everything. But will she forgive me? Will she ever trust me again? Can love truly survive betrayal? Or has it been shattered beyond repair? As I stand on the edge of this decision, I cannot help but wonder if I am already too late, if the damage has already been done, if the love we once shared has already been lost forever. And so, I wait. I wait for the winds of fate to guide me, for the whispers of the universe to tell me which path to follow. In the silence, I hear the song of love, of loss, and of redemption. And I wonder if there is still a chance for us, if there is still hope for the love that once burned so brightly between us. Only time will tell. As the days stretch on, each moment heavier than the last, I find myself drifting between two worlds. My mind, once clear, is now a labyrinth, tangled in the threads of my own choices. I cannot escape the feeling that I am walking through a dream where the love of my life stands before me, and yet I am too lost to truly see her. Her anger, her heartbreak, is a constant weight pressing on my chest, yet in the depths of her fury, I recognize the woman I fell in love with, the one who once held my world together with the quiet strength of her love. And yet, what have I done to her? What have I done to us? In the quiet spaces between my breaths, I hear the echoes of my actions, each one ringing louder than the last. The other woman, the one whose presence has become a temptation I cannot shake, stands in the shadows, waiting for me to make my choice. She offers promises of escape, of something new, something untarnished by the weight of time and the scars of betrayal. Her eyes are full of fire, full of life, and I am drawn to them, pulled toward a future that seems both thrilling and terrifying in its uncertainty. But even in her allure, I cannot ignore the pull of the past. My wife, the one whose heart I once held in my hands, whose love was the flame that warmed me through the coldest of nights, now stands as a stranger, her face twisted by pain and mistrust. The love we once shared, so pure, so unblemished, has been replaced with the jagged edges of regret and sorrow. I long to reach out to her, to hold her, to tell her that I never meant to cause her pain. But the words, the apology, seem so small in the face of the hurt I have caused. Can love truly survive such betrayal, or is it destined to crumble under the weight of my mistakes? I look into her eyes and see the ghosts of our past, the memories of a time when we were two souls intertwined, when everything felt possible. The woman who once trusted me with her heart now stands before me, her anger a shield that keeps me at bay. Her love, once so unconditional, is now tangled in the knots of doubt. And I wonder if it will ever be enough to heal the wounds I have inflicted. How do I make amends for what I've done? How do I undo the damage of a choice that now feels like a mistake? And yet, in the distance, I feel the pull of something else, something that tugs at my heart with a force I cannot ignore. The other, woman, the one who seems to understand the parts of me I thought were lost, stands with her arms open, offering me a chance at something new. She does not carry the weight of the past, does not remind me of the pain I've caused. Her love feels like a clean slate, a fresh beginning, free from the mistakes and regrets that haunt me. But is that what I truly want? Or is it merely an illusion, a fleeting escape from the reality I have created? The truth is I am torn.